Today's tale sees us playing BattleTech once again, and today we're up against Duckseed? I don't know. Who knows how you pronounce that? He knows, I don't. I'm useless at pronouncing names. And we have a bit of a, I suppose I've gone with a bit of an LRM lance here. We've taken the Awesome here, the 8T. We've taken the Orion here, we've taken a Panther, and we've taken a Centurion. So we're kind of wanting to spam out a bunch of rockets and see how we go. So what we might do is we might plant ourselves in these trees with the Orion. We'll probably push the Awesome just back a little. It would be nice if the game wanted to let me do that. Oof, man, I hate moving around the side of this thing. We'll move this way. We'll put our Scent out somewhere where he can do some little bit of scouting to the side. So I've got Mockingbird over here. We'll probably put you to here. And Showboat, you just want to run up. So we've got minute turns here, so I've got to be a little bit on the ball. Unfortunately, we couldn't get everybody quite into a decent position here. I don't know what he has and whether it's just all brawl, but we'll try and get the Awesome up here a little as best we can. I kind of want to direct fire with this. Ooh, we got a Centurion A there. So that speaks towards maybe a bit of tank here. Bit of tank indeed. At least the Orion managed to get some cover. Mockingbird needs some cover. We've got another Centurion A. Okay, so bunch of AC here. And Orion. Alright, so he's just going to want to come in on us. And an Orion. Woo! That's a lot of AC fire right there. We'll probably go on the Centurions here. We need Sumo to most likely tank for us. I think what we do here is we just reserve while we see what is going to happen. We need to kind of move these two a little here. I need to probably get Mockingbird off this patch and into somewhere she can tank. Showboat needs to get out of here a little because she does not want to be taking AC to the face. That's for sure. Looks like we're going to reserve down. That's fine because now we're kind of getting closer to having my Awesome. Awesome's going to need to just back up here to keep some range on some of this stuff because we don't want to be using those LRMs up too close. Alright, looks like he's picked a target here. So my friend, one of these is probably Apex here, right? So Sumo, let's have a look at what you can do. Can you get some evasion for me, buddy? You can. I probably just want to, I know there's a lot of AC over here. Probably just want to eat it with this hill a little if we can. Can we reverse? My god, the reversing options are not great. I suppose that gives us some of the hill here. If we get knocked, obviously we're going to have a problem. Ooh, he's got a lot of LRMs actually. What is that? That's 30. That's a lot actually. What do we got at the front? Which didn't move, that Centurion, right? So I think we'll move, we'll tank. Sadly we won't use him just yet. That's fine, we'll entrench here. We'll probably try and pick up the... Do I want to pick up an Orion? I don't really want to pick up an Orion if I don't have to. Well, it looks like he's going to just drop in the LRMs. I'd love to pick up one of his mechs here, if we could. I'm tempted to reserve, but what I might do is I might jump. I don't particularly want that. What do we got here? We've got a bit of a hill. It's a little bit of a scary hill though. And then we could jump and probably sense lock this way. Maybe, if we're lucky. Let's have a look. I think we want to jump here. We'll just pick up this guy. We'll probably drop some LRMs on him. It's not going to be huge, but it will be something, I guess. He didn't move. He's probably got bulwark on everything here. which will be a slight pain because we did not bring Apex. I really should have brought Apex, I think. But let's jump. See if we pick up anything else. I'd like to go for that Centurion, actually. If at all possible. I prefer the Centurions. He's going to get to move it anyway. But we'll pick him up now. And hopefully he'll run it back, maybe. Run it forward, we don't know. It looks like all the missiles are going to come in. We're going to just have to eat face here. Eat a lot of face. That's the other Orion. Alright. The Centurion. You actually want to be indirect firing here. Because that is how you have the better chances to hit. 30. Oh, great. 50. 50 might be alright. Probably just want to move to these trees here. Put in what we can on this guy. I'd say he's just going to tank here. And fire in all of his rockets. While we try and back ourselves up here. So we'll drop in some rounds on his Centurion. Maybe I should have moved a little bit further. Just to tank that out a little bit better. I suppose what we're going to need to do here is we're going to need to rotate some armor. We're going to have to see what he sensor locks, probably move it out. He might actually only have one sensor locking mech. If that's the case, we could probably just... Ooh, it's got some direct fire. Alright, we don't want to stand for this at all. So, buckshot. Let us reverse you a bit. Can you get direct fire? Direct fire would be super nice. Although, I've got to be careful. I don't stick you somewhere. Alright, so everything's got bulwark. This is quite a brawly sort of fit. What would you have from here? 55 versus 65. But he might get... can we move you? Where can we move to? Nowhere great, right? We might just take this. It's a shame we didn't take the PPC version of this awesome, because that would have been pretty good here. And I probably didn't need the bulwark. Probably didn't need that at all, actually. Alright, in goes the missiles. We're going to shift away from this, I think. Because I don't see much point in taking a whole lot of fire if I don't need to. So I think what we'll do is we'll reserve whatever he sensor locks. We're probably going to sprint back with. Hopefully he doesn't just keep going on the Orion. We might push the Orion back this way. The Orion, unfortunately, doesn't have a lot of sprint. So we're going to have some issues there. Maybe I should have taken a jumping fit here, actually. Feel like every time I go for a brawl, I should bring just a jump fit. I think we're going to keep... All of this has probably got bulwark here. This is probably the Centurion that we want. So it's probably that one, right? So sensor lock this. Can we get out here? I don't think we can without doing something really ugly. Showboat, if you were here, how much range do you have? You've got about that much range. Mockingbird's probably about the same, right? I think this is going to provide back armor to him. Can we get to maybe here? Here? It's going to be a little sketchy. I think I risk it. I don't think I can really just tank through a whole lot of stuff here. So I think we're going to go for probably the further sprint.
Full speed, no target.
and see if we can't drop all of this stuff here. He might push forward for this. I mean, we've got some evasion. I don't know if it's going to do enough for us. If he's got a double sensor lock, we are probably stuffed here. Oh, Mockingbird, but we'll see in a sec. I don't think I can just stand and fight against this, which is what I probably don't want to do. If he sprints something forward to get a envelope of sensor locking on sensors on this, then he can shoot into it, which is the problem here. The real problem. Alright, so he's going to back up. I'm okay with that. We'll reserve here. And we'll see if we can't get a hold of some of these guys. I think he might have given us rear armor on some of this stuff, which means I could probably jump and get a lock here.
Good to go.
I gotta be careful with this jump. I'd like to jump like this, and then I can probably jump out. Jump to here maybe? Is that enough to get us what we need? He's probably around here. Could take to here. Not quite. To here. It's a little sketchy, right? We get a turn to move before he does. I think we could probably jump out and brace if we need to. That is what we want though. Right there. Hello, Mr. Orion. Can I have some back armor for you? I would love that. He might considering pushing his Orion forward towards us, which will be okay. We'll just jump back out. We'll brace up. Take a round of shooting. I'm hoping I can shift this way enough and shoot this guy in the back. Alright, and he comes. He's going to shoot at us. That's fine, buddy, because that is going to be a pretty hard shot there. I mean, you'll land a few. That's alright, because we will get out of there in a bit. Alright, Sumo buddy.
What's up, Commander?
Back shots for you. Not bad, not bad. Can you get actually better than that? Would love it if you could fire your AC into this. Doesn't look like that's going to happen. Can we get the same hit chance from here? We can, and it's still to the rear. There's no multi-shot chance. I think we back up. Fire into the back of this guy. I'm down for that. He might shift gears and try and come towards this guy. So be it. But here we go, buddy. Let's do it. Come on. Give me some bleed through there. I'd love to get some actual structure going.
I'm here.
Oh, you gotta be kidding. Got to be kidding. Doesn't look great. That's a shame that we moved so far. What do we got? We got 50s versus 50s. None of that is great. I guess we just keep you towards the back with your 50s. Could push you towards the front a little to use your large lasers here. What side is this? Is this the PPC side? Or the AC side? I don't think it is. Oh, it actually is, actually. Let's lob everything into that. Should have maybe have just lobbed my missiles into this guy instead of the back of that guy.
Waiting on you, Commander.
I think what we do is we jump out here and we probably brace up, I think. is how we do this move.
My road.
So that he can't quite just blast us. Which he'll probably do with this mech. He'll probably sense lock right here. I could have maybe have pushed my turn, but he's got vision, right? So he can just shoot us with this. We're just going to have to pull him in, I think, slowly. I don't mind if he backs up. Let's see what he wants to do here. His turn, my turn, his turn. Okay, so it's always going to be his turn at least. We do have a sensor locker over here, so we can pick this target up again if he wants to just tank in the water.
Got a sensor tree.
Alright, he's going to probably sense lock this. There he goes. That moved, so there's no tank on that.
Waiting for orders.
And there's no more sensor locks. So we'll move forward here. It's a shame we can't move to about here and sensor lock, but we're going to have to do it from here. Yeah, let's move. Let's move to here. Oh man, this is such a risk. You know what? I might just reserve down. We'll probably smash this up a bit.
Commander.
He's going to drop a whole lot of rockets on this. What's this going to be? 30. 40 rockets onto my Panther. But in return, I guess we get a bunch of this in. And hopefully the evasion holds out a little. Maybe. Alright, so he's moved another mech there. That's the other Centurion. So I'm probably okay with that. Move you forward. We'll get another sensor lock here. He should be pretty exposed. So I'm okay for that. We'll fire... I guess we can maybe get some direct fire with the Orion into these trees. I'd say he's just going to fire everything onto this in the hope that he smashes it down, right? Luckily, I mean, Bulwark and Evasion are going to kick in quite good for us. Oh, we can get some direct fire. He'll probably go for the Orion next, I'd say. It's a shame we can't get some direct fire from somewhere else, right? It's a shame it has to be quite that close. We might have to just pull the Orion back after this move. Do I want to push in? I think... I don't really want to be tanking him though. What kind of fire chance have I got from here? 55. Ugh, let's do it. Let's go. Let's go. We're going to have to be quick on our turn here. Fire in. Go for it, buddy. Oh, he had to miss. Alright, so now it's not worth, right? Now it's definitely not worth that we missed there. But we did rummage him a little. Hopefully we can get this guy. He's not going to have direct fire, unfortunately. We're just going to have to keep... I think we're just going to have to keep shifting targets on him. He's only got the one sensor locker on this mech. He's going for some direct fire with the Orion. Alright. We'll just jump this guy this way next turn. Ooh. Okay, that missed. Thankfully. We were pretty lucky there that that missed, because that would have done a fair chunk of damage to us. Let me get some... Is that direct? No, that's not direct. I was like, wow, that's direct fire. 55s to the front, though. Can we... Nope, we can't even move anywhere that we need to. Alright, let's just take the front here. We need to get quite close to get decent chances with these things. The only thing is, if we get close enough, he can just then sprint towards my Awesome. And then the Awesome will be having a hard time of firing. We've only got a few more turns of firing anyway. We just have to do what we can here. He's unsteady. I think we can reserve into him this turn because he has no direct vision. And we'll see what he wants to sensor lock here. He's probably going to pick... What would you pick? Would you pick this knowing that it's out there? We know this is his only sensor locker so far. He could actually have sensor locking somewhere back here. Is he going to push something forward? He doesn't have vision. If he sensor locks this again, we just jump it. What are you going to pick? The Orion? I could pick the Orion, since I can't move it too far. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about whether he wants to probably sensor lock this since it's out in the open. Or this. Okay, so he braced that. We could pick on this Orion for a round, I guess.
Waiting for orders.
Bit of a hard jump though, isn't it? Is that a tree? I think that's a tree right there. So we could jump you back. We could pick on this Orion for a little. I think that's what we do. Give this Orion a little bit of missile fire. We are unfortunately just bleeding rounds everywhere. We might ease up with the awesome here. Although, I suppose... Oh, what's two large lasers? It's 80 damage a turn, right? Has he got sense locking on this? Is he going for this guy here? Nope, no sense locking. Okay.
Standing by.
We'll scoot back from this. Can we shoot him in the side at all? Doesn't look like it. I think we just scoot back.
I'm there.
Fire in the Centurion. At least this one is a little bit damaged. So it's not like we're... It's not like we're spreading our damage too badly. It's still pretty bad though. That we've sort of done a bit of damage here and there. But it hasn't been huge. You got to move this one first. Or you want to brace here. There we go. He's moving that one first. He's coming on in. Do you brace? Probably. Knowing that that's the only target I can shoot.
Yeah.
We won't be firing the... we won't bother firing the awesome into that. I think I just save the rockets for when we get in a little bit more close and personal, right?
I got him.
I mean, this is not going to do a heck of a lot of damage, but it'll do some. We'll just probably push the awesome back a bit. I don't want it to be too close because I do want it to be able to use its rockets. Man, it's just so much armor to go through here. So much armor indeed. Let's skip for a Alright. Now that's what we call a sprint in the business. Literally centimeters is how far this guy... How is that a sprint and that's a move? Wow. Alright. Might as well just... Really? So with a sprint we can twist a bit better. Alright. We'll take that. What do we want to do here? I don't know how we're going to fight off all these Orions, but somehow we have to fight them off. I suppose we're going to have to just rely on our ones to tank up a bit. We can maybe go for a bit of a punch with these guys. If we keep pulling back, he might have to extend himself forward. Which one's the sensor locker here? Is it... So he's got his two Orions to the front. I guess we just have to keep pulling back as long as we can till he gets on top of us. Do I think that was a sprint? Don't know. Don't know if I feel like that was a sprint. I don't know quite how far that mech moved. If it was a sprint, I'd probably like to get him. Alright, that's, I think, it's a sprint. Right there.
Good to go.
You just want to jump for me, Showboat? And we'll go for a sensor lock on this guy. I don't know which one's which. Alright, let's just trust it. Alright, so that was a sprint. Is this the one we've been shooting? It is. Excellent. Thank you. Bit of luck right there. I didn't want to really be shooting a freshie. So we'll probably stick Mockingbird into this. And then we will go Sumo with his 15.
Waiting for orders.
We're getting really close to him being on top of us soon. We'll probably put Sumo here. I guess these mechs are probably going to get on to shooting range next turn.
Firing.
Maybe this was a bit of a risk. I suppose at least it's Sumo, so he will get his turn before he does. I'm starting to bleed through a bit of this guy's armor here. Luckily. Sumo buddy, you need to start heading back as well. Is he going to full... I don't think he can full sprint here and get on top of this just yet. I mean, the Orions can do probably more damage if you got them in closer here. I think we'll probably open up on this with the Awesome. Because I have a feeling we're going to need to do as much damage as we can to these mechs before they get on top of us. The Orions, it's going to be a sticky situation, isn't it?
Hey.
Sticky situation. So we can get, what do we get here? 75. It's probably worth the 75 now. How many rounds have we got? We've got quite a few rounds of firing, I guess. So maybe we just move you back a little to the side. Kind of like you to be towards the front to fire your lasers into these guys here. Or you could just fire from here. That would be an option, because then you're bulwarked up. And that would be the option indeed.
Here we go.
Hopefully we can pop an arm here. What's on this arm? This... I don't think that's the... That is the AC arm. Ooh. That would be great if we popped the AC arm. I wonder if he's going to get a bit desperate here to start running towards us as quick as possible. We know this is the one we want to shoot. If he doesn't brace here. I would probably sensor lock this guy here. So that I could fire my Orions if I couldn't move them far enough. Alright, so he's going for a move. If he sensor locks, we could probably fire on that. What are you going to pick here? What are you going to pick? A brace, maybe? Suppose you could go for a brace. No, he is going for a sensor lock. He is picking... Alright, the Orion. Okay. That's fine.
Here ya.
Let's just put you back a little bit here. I think that's fine. We'll jump you though. Please, sir. A jump. We can probably rummage this fairly well with rockets. Interesting he picked my Orion. I suppose he knows the scent's fresh. Let's jump. Keep concentrating on this guy here. Yes. And then we can probably rip that arm off. If we rip that arm off, we might start targeting something else here. I'd say the rest of the LRMs should get rid of that. It's probably going to fire from there, I'd say, into the Orion. Yep. Oof. The Orion. Ooh, actually. Okay, so we're gonna have a hard time on that Orion. Let's get you back here. What do we got? 75. Could probably keep you towards the front a little bit here, or you could just stay here. Maybe just bulwark up. It's probably the option now. We can't quite see this, but got a lot of armor to bleed through here, I think. So we might not get through that. Do I readjust for the Orions if I can see them? Maybe. I think what I do is I get my own Orion back this way a bit. Or we might just brace from here. Actually, ooh, boom. Man, we're taking a lot of damage now. I think I can multi-shot in here for the LRMs back here. Ooh, we're gonna need to brace up here as well. Alright, so you reshift this way. Multi-target here for you and you. Multi-target. Yo, come on, multi-target. There we go. It'll heat us up a fair chunk, but should be okay. I think. So we've got A, B. Yep, go for it. Go for it, buddy. Multi-shot coming in. There goes his arm. Wow, that is a string of destruction on him. String of destruction. So we can probably forget about this guy now and move on to this Orion right here. Because he's only going to be sensor locking with this now, or he can run it in for a bit of close combat, I guess. But I'd like to probably strip down that Orion at the front. While we maybe lose an arm on our own Orion. That did hurt, buddy. That did hurt a lot. Alright. So now you can direct fire. What have you got for your direct fire? You can fire with everything. I could just leave you here, right? Or is he going to push this forward? He could push that forward, knowing that I have LRMs. We might have to just reverse here. And see if he wants to fire on this, I guess. He might lock up the awesome. I'd be pretty happy if he shot into the awesome. Let's reverse.
Okay, let's go.
And fire on you, sir. We're going to heat up a fair chunk, but them's the price you pay, right? The price you pay. To rain down destruction. Alright, we might actually knock... it would take a fair bit to knock that, I still think. Let's have a look.
What can I do for you?
Where can you fire? I'd love to fire your SRMs here. Might reserve, actually. I gotta be careful he doesn't sense lock this. Because that would be pretty awful for us. I'd start running this forward, because it's basically junk now, unless he wants to do sensor locking. And then we will fire you into that, and go as strong as we can here. Yeah, so he's going to run this forward. He's got some lasers on it, I guess. He might even sensor lock here. This Orion could get knocked from all of this. Yeah, so he's going to sensor lock that. Alright, cool. So now we can just walk you this way. Fire in our PPC and our SRMs. Can we walk this way and fire? We can. Does that give you evasion? Mate. That is a little bit sad that that's kind of where you have to go for evasion. Maybe we'll just walk this way. Yeah, let's do that.
Got it.
If I knock this, we might be able to gut it with our own Orion here. Come on, baby. Get knocked down. There we go. So now we might be able to gut this out. It's got a lot of armor on it, though. I'd like to pop maybe some bits off it, if I could. He's going to fire in with this, probably from there. He does have bulwark on all this stuff. If I kill this, maybe he has to come in a bit. But we'll see how we go. So, let's see. I get my turn. So he's going to get his turn to get that up before I can fire my awesome, actually. A little bit of a shame, but it'll have to do. And we're starting to eat some damage on that side.
Internal damage, Commander.
We might have to turn our mech slightly here.
Commander?
You can fire from here with everything. Pretty happy for that. What's on this arm? Medium laser, AC-10. It's about the same though if I just fire wherever. So I think we'll just fire into the torso here. Make no real difference, I think. Alright, at least it's smoke and wreck. So then we will get our Orion onto this. Can he knock this in a turn? I think he has to hit with everything and we might still be up. If he knocks it, we get to have our turn first. So I guess we'll at least get up. Come on, baby, don't get knocked. Knocked down, damn it. Alright, so we get to get this one up first. Before he gets his up at least.
I think I broke my collarbone.
Ah, you did, buddy, you did. Alright, Sumo. That's fine.
Something I can do?
You know what?
What?
We
No.
could maybe kill this. How much armor has he got? I could risk firing all my weapons into this. We would do... Would we do enough? 80, 120. We have to rely a lot here. Or I could get Sumo up and he could do 60. Let's not risk it. Let's get Sumo up and fire all of his weapons. I mean, we'll be pretty close here. We'll fire the SRMs. It's a shame we're going to have to do this, though. I would have preferred not to. Oh my, come on. Hit with some of those weapons, buddy. Wee, that heat. And then we can fire with you. Maybe we can kill this, although it's entrenched. So that's going to just tank up most of that damage, which is unfortunate here. And we're probably going to lose an arm. Maybe I should have risked with the awesome here.
One of my weapons got blown off.
He's at least overheating himself.
Hey.
Let's have a look. How much have you got? 35. Half of our damage. So 80. 80. What's this? 60 and 60, 120. 200. So we can do about 100 damage. I think we risk firing here into him. Hopefully we get lucky and we don't miss, which we did. So his AC's gone there. He's lost his right torso, so we kind of evened that out a little. It's not great though.
What can I do for you?
Showboat. We're gonna have to reserve here. I don't want Showboat getting sense locked and one-shotted. All of this has got bulwark. So we're gonna have to just go. I don't know how we're gonna go through all this. Alright, he's moving in. I could maybe... What is he firing on? Ah, for a second then, I thought he was firing on...
Took one in the gut.
For a second, I thought he was firing on this guy back here. We could maybe... That's got a lot of health on it. Mockingbird.
Waiting for orders. Standing by.
How hot are you? 19. We'd have to get really lucky to gut him out, considering he's still got most of that left. Do I risk it? I think I have to here. Because if we gut this, there's not much left of this, and then we can move on to that scent. Come on, 7. I guess we jump sideways and fire into this guy from the side, and then hope for the death. Let's bring in this guy up. Is he gonna sensor lock this? He's got medium lasers, I guess. We've got a bit of armor left on him. I think we jump our Panther sideways.
Armor breach. Internal damage.
Yeah, I'm well aware, buddy. Just hold on.
Good to go.
So I think what we do is we jump. Oh, you gotta be kidding! You can't get it. Damn that side. Oof. I mean, he could just punch this, right? It's a real shame we couldn't quite get a little bit further on this guy. Let's try our luck, though, I think. Try our luck. We'll take the jump. Into the trees, at least. We'll fire on this guy. Hope for the best. Alright, there we go. Finally, we got some luck there. So we're down that. He's kind of munted on this. He might turn for the Panther, I guess. He'll probably dump everything in this. We might twist this mech sideways to start eating some more rounds. Oh, he's going to go through the armor. Alright, no brace there then. This could get a little risky for Sumo. These guys need to unleash on this guy. Then it's what, an Awesome versus an Orion. We could probably punch that fairly well. Alright, he's focused. Alright, what do we got left? What do we got left? We got a fair bit of center torso. Alright. Oh, he shut his mech down. Oh, mate. Sumo, what have you got left? Nothing. Think you go for the punch here, since you are fairly much one shot away from death. Probably the front. Go for it, buddy. Go for it. There's not much left of this guy anyway, so we're gonna use what's left of him. Give you a bit of a kick to the shoulder. No evasion for you, sir. We might be able to kill... Maybe I should go on this guy. What do we got for chances to hit here? We could dump everything in and shut down, but we would have 85s to hit. Or... Actually, has he still got his... Yes, he's still in the forest, right? Whereas we could do this. Turn off some of our lasers. And hammer this guy down. That guy will start up again. I think we just hammer this guy here. Might pop an arm. Alright, well at least the LRM's done. And he's knocked down. So we will get to shoot him in the shoulder. Blow that off. Alright, so
Waiting for orders.
you want to shift here for some evasion. Shoot this guy, I think. Could reserve, actually. We'll reserve for this. Here, he will probably fire with this into the side of this, kill this. And then what? We shoot this, blow it up. So that then it's an Orion and a Panther. Sorry, then it's a Centurion. Yeah, he's going to shoot this in the side. Which is fine. Maybe he'll miss. Oh, bad luck, buddy. Bad luck.
Okay, not good.
Alright, so now, let's see what we can do here.
Commander?
I don't particularly want to move you, if I don't have to. We've got a little bit of heat here. 75 versus 80. 60. I think we just fire the lasers and forget about the LRM, maybe? Or we could keep backing up here. Keep these guys off us for a little. I think we just stay here then. What's he got in that? Nothing. On this bit, he's got LRM. Okay, so we'll just go for the torso here. We'll probably fire in everything. You know what? Actually, let's hold off on the LRMs. And let's go for it. We don't particularly need this to pop off because there's nothing there. And that was nice. A laser crit there. We might be able to kill him on the ground. If we can. So we'll shift sideways with you. To over here. What's left of this guy, actually? He's got a lot of sprint going on, though. I'd rather just fire into this. What have you got from here to hit? 55. Here you have 80 and 75. I'm probably okay for that. You don't get any evasion, but you do get away from that guy just a tad. Do we overheat for this? I think so. Pretty good chance to hit, right? Center torso. I mean, we can wreck him down a little bit more. Maybe make it close for the awesome to do whatever he needs to do here. I mean, we only need a couple of hits from the awesome, right? To really destroy this guy. And then, what is it? A Centurion versus a Orion plus an awesome. Might be good. He'll probably swing on this. He could back up and fire on it. Where would you go? I wouldn't shoot from... Yeah, actually, that's not bad. Oh, you missed. Oh, those misses. Everywhere, right? Did he overheat himself for that? I feel like he put a lot of rounds in there when he probably didn't need to. Alright. He's entrenched on that. He starts that one up. Yep. We might see if we can't... You know what? We could focus for this guy. Have we got side shots here? Got side shots from here. We don't have a lot of heat. We might be able to mash this guy up a bit though. What's he got left? He's got quite a lot of armor. Maybe if I move towards the front, we would have a better time of this. Of actually getting that torso there. I think we move to the front because we don't want to ensure shots on the side. We want to maybe have a decent chance of hitting. Yeah, let's do that. Go to here.
On my way.
Focus.
I'm in. Let's do it.
And let's just fire in everything. We'll shut down for that. No, thank you.
Here we go.
Come on. Just need... There we go. There we go. Center torso. So now he's got a half-trashed scent. We've got a full scent. We've got a slightly overheated... No, it's not overheating, I guess. Slightly okay, awesome. So what we need to do is probably punch this down. Showboat. What do you got, buddy? I think we just reserve here. Although Showboat's pretty hot, right? Showboat, you're pretty hot. How about you just reserve? You might get shot at by this guy, but so be it. We'll probably concentrate on getting this guy down, so that he can't do punching damage, because he's still 2 medium lasers and a punch when he's only got a center torso, so any hits to this guy will pretty much wreck him, which will be nice to get him off the board. And then we're just left with a Orion that can't really see much. Is he going to fire into this? Alright. He's going to fire into that. That's okay. We can't quite fire as well as we need to here. Showboat. So we're pretty hot, right? And there's chances to hit everything else that we don't need on the side of that thing. So we'll probably just move to here somewhere. Here's okay. And I think we'll just fire some weapons on this guy. We'll just chill a little, probably with the PPC. Actually, how good are we? What's he got? 80. 20 and 80. And we do 50, we do 90. So we'll get pretty close to killing this guy if we hit him in the center torso. I think we overheat, actually.
Firing everything I've got.
I think that's worth an overheat. Just to try and get this guy off,
Dragon here.
so that he has to run his
Here.
his guy in. We'll fire in. Won't fire in the LRMs because they're pretty much garbage here. We've got a good chance to kill this guy here. There he goes. So now it's just the Orion.
That's a kill.
So now what we can do is we can probably... He's probably got no vision, so he's going to have to move that Orion in. And if he does that, we will probably tank it to the face with the Awesome while we surround with the other mechs. This is a damn hot Panther, which is unfortunate. He's going to have focus. Oh, no focus. Ooh. Alright, at least Bulwark's holding out here. So pretty good there. Buckshot.
Here.
You just need to kind of start moving, buddy. Sprint, I suppose. You know what? Just move forward here. We've got no more LRM ammo anyway, so we're okay with that. You know what? You could probably move and fire, right? Yeah, let's do it.
Moving to
We'll start moving forward. Get into range to start punching this guy. How hot does this stuff make us? Not hot at all. So we might as well move and fire here. Bazap! So we can do 30 damage a turn, 60 versus his AC. How hot is he? He's kind of not that hot. You miss. Need to start sprinting around here. Probably back here somewhere would be great. Try not to die on me. Try not to die. So we'll sprint you around. Cool down a bit so we can get behind him. We want to fire now. So you know what we want to do. So he's got vision of us here. We just want to keep dragging him forward, right? So if we just back up a bit, we will get rid... Actually, you know what? Let's go for a move back here and we'll brace up. And we might be able to swap in the Awesome here. So he's going to have to now push out of these trees if he wants to see us. Whereas we can quite happily see him there. Save a bit of heat. Does he reserve? He could reserve down to us, I guess. Man, look at this piece of... this bit of machinery over here. Bits of Orion everywhere. Poor old Orion. He had a hard life. He actually tanked a monster load of stuff there. He's a sizzling wreck now. I'd love to know what this piece is here. Like, that does not look like a piece of a mech at all. So he's going to have to push forward into the open. He's deciding whether... yeah, so he's now really exposed there. It's pretty good for us. He's probably pushed forward just enough to see us, which is fine by me. The Awesome will happily tank that. Looks like he's just going to overheat himself.
in my cockpit.
Which is fair enough. I mean, he's just kind of given up.
Standing by.
But we... whoa. We need to shift our mech slightly sideways here. There we go. Headshot. 2%. Yeah, no thanks. We'll just fire in the lasers. Give him the zap as he is exposed. And then the Panther can shoot him from behind. There's a lot of armor behind him. That's the guy we actually shot in the back. Showboat. How you doing, buddy? How you doing? From here, seems pretty good to me. 85s to hit. Wow. What would you get if we moved here? 85s. Okay. We will just move you here then. Since that seems fairly okay. He's still got to start himself up, which is not great for him. We'll shoot into the rear right there. Hopefully we hit these. Alright, we are into internal structures there. Structures are internal. Mockingbird, thanks for having a turn to relax here. We'll just fire him with all this. Torch shot. That torso is going to have a real hard time now. A real hard time. This is a good build. I do like the Orion and the Centurion build. But the thing with it is, obviously you have to be careful about the fact that you only have one sensor locker here. We might move forward. We'll probably just eat a round of fire from this guy. But I want to fire the small laser. And then next turn we can probably punch him. Because I don't want him just bulwarking here. And I'm pretty happy to just punch with the awesome. Give him a bit of a zap. Bit of a miss. Bit of okay. So, Panther. You just need to keep traveling, my friend. Keep on traveling here, buddy. So you can travel here and fire. Still 3 bits of evasion. Fine by me. I might overheat you. Just so we can shoot him in the back again. For max damage. Oh, you had to miss with that, eh? You had to miss. You didn't even hit... I didn't even think you hit the internals there. What we want to do is we want to punch with this guy and then shoot with this guy. If at all possible. If he shoots us, that's cool, because then we can reserve down, walk up, punch, shoot. I'm hoping that Atlas, that awesome, can actually walk that far. He might not be able to get that far. Which would be... Oh, he's focused. Alright, what's he going to do? Go on the awesome. I don't mind the awesome, because it has pretty much all of its armor here. I mean, we might bleed off into internals soon, but... I mean, 2 large lasers. Your armor is getting blown apart. Let's reserve down to you. You, sir. Move in for that punch. Just give him the melee. Give him the melee, boys. Alright. No more bulwark for you, my friend. And we'll zap you. Oof. Alright. No more guard, eh? As they say in the biz. No more guard. Which means, wow, we've got 1 bit of evasion here. You just want to fire on in. Let's do it. It's a shame I don't have a focus, but I'll have to take what I get. Oh, I'd like to fire. Oh, we're gonna just gonna burn down different spots here. Maybe the Panther can do something this turn that isn't completely silly. You can move into the trees. I'm okay for that. Maybe we'll just can we fire in maybe just the SRMs? We'll save. Yeah. How hot are you? You've got plenty of it. Ooh, alright. We'll just fire in the SRMs. We don't really want to pop things off the 1 SRM hit. How much drugs are you on, Showboat? Showboat, I am disappointed. We'll take you. Fire straight in. We'll just apparently hit every bit of this thing. You know, we don't want to hit... Oh, medium laser. Apparently we didn't want to hit anything that was important. If the bulwark's up, we'll just punch him again. Alright, it looks like he's going to go for a punch. He could have walked behind us and probably shot us in the back. But, nope, he's going to shoot us. Alright. He's trying to go for his bulwark, I guess. His brace. Is he going to shut himself down? Oh. No way, my friend. No way. I think I might be able to get you behind here. Might be able to get you behind. Fire on the back of him. Go for it. Come on. Come on. 9%. There we go. There we go. Finally he's down. I think... Did I like this? I mean, if he had pushed up probably a bit earlier, he might have had a better game of it. I think him pulling back and then pushing forward was probably a big mistake. I mean, I think he was hoping that I would get my Panther too overexposed, but he just kind of had to push through it, and by then I think it was too late, right? You'd sort of lost bits of armor here and there. Let's see. So he had Kraken on the sensor locker. That I really don't know about. The problem with Kraken is he has no sure, he can fire his weapons, but he's got no bulwark. And if I worked that out, then I would have just kept on dropping missiles on him, right? But it didn't really matter. He kept on moving it, and it just got hammered down into bits till it was useless. And then he kind of had to push in with the Orions, which loses his advantage of bulwarking there. He got it for a few turns, but it wasn't really enough by then. It was sort of all over. He got knocked. He just got destroyed, right? And it's... I think if he'd pushed earlier, he probably wouldn't have had so much built-up damage, and he might have just been able to tank through that a little bit better. He would have probably had my Orion down, and then I would have been a little stuffed, but, I mean, my Orion tank... I'd love to know... It would be so nice to know how much actual damage the thing took. I mean, look, he had to blow through both sides of it and the center. That's crazy. Although he probably blew off... I think he blew off this torso and this torso, so, I mean, the arms don't really count, but... Other than that, I was pretty happy with the dual sensor locking here. It means I can pull back the Panther and still fire the rockets. Obviously, if it'd been some sort of real bum rush fit, like a bunch of Kintaros, the Awesome wouldn't stand a chance, because it just cannot fire its missiles up close. That was a good game. Good game indeed. With that, we'll take a break. Tune in next time. More adventures of BattleTech. Hey guys, thanks again for watching. If you like what you've seen, hit that subscribe button or leave me a comment on anything you want to see in the future.